Is it going dead?
All right, out there in chat land, let me know if you're hearing my voice. I have to apologize. I'm actually streaming from home today, so there's a chance that things might be a little jumpy, a little not great. I'm on my internet here is usually pretty good, but it's not as good as the gigabit Ethernet that we get from the office. Yeah.
The stream is Chipmunky. Maybe we just have to talk in really slow, deep voices to compensate.
Yeah, when you say Chipmunky, Leo, what does that mean exactly? I know that there's a little bit of a hitch in the video, I think. So there might be some little jumpiness in the video, and you can't see us because, again, as I was just mentioning, I'm streaming from home, but that also means I'm streaming from my laptop, and so I don't want it to have to do more things than it absolutely has to in order to actually show you guys what it is that we are trying to do this evening. And you'll notice, if you're looking on the screen, that what we're going to do this evening might be starting off a little bit different than but that's okay, because it's Tuesday and it's 7-ish, so that means it's time to welcome everybody to Sentinels Live. Thank you for joining us around the digital tabletop while we play Sentinels of the Multiverse and maybe some other stuff. The goal of these streams is to have some fun while showing you how to play the game, as well as covering some strategies that can help you win. Handelabra does believe in civil rights for all and being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal are not welcome and will not be tolerated. If you enjoy the show, please do like, share, follow, and subscribe, and be sure to check out the other shows right here at twitch.tv/Handelabra Games. We've got Dolphins Dive on Thursdays and Tales from the Archive on Sundays. Those are typically both at 7 p.m. Eastern, but stay tuned to our Twitter, because some of the show times might be adjusting a little bit in the new year. So if you're regular followers of any of those shows, definitely keep an eye out. We're still finalizing schedule moving into the new year, but some of those things might be changing, so keep an eye on that. I'm Jeremy. You can follow me at Mr. J Handel. That's MRJHANDEL. You can see that as my Twitch name here, because I'm in my civvies, as somebody pointed out. Joining me, as always, is John. John, where can people follow you?
At MigrantP on the Twitter.
Is there music happening somewhere? Oh, my daughter's upstairs playing piano. I was like, what is happening?
Everyone's listening to the Chipmunk's Christmas song that I posted in the chat.
And you can always follow me, you can always follow the company at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. As we are the developers, you can always be sure to get some insight into the process of making these cool indie digital tabletop games, and maybe see some stuff before anyone else, like you're going to this evening, like you're looking at right now on your screen. That is our next game, One Deck Dungeon, which we'll be getting into in just a moment. The game of Sentinels doesn't include a tutorial that covers the basics, but we always do our best to explain exactly what we're doing, when we do it, and why, and depending on how long it takes for us to win or lose, we usually play at least a couple games in every 2-hour episode. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. Check out sentinelsdigital.com for more info or to download the demo absolutely free. If you are... I don't know if you guys are hearing Fleur-de-Lis coming from right above me. I actually did want to make a question, put a request out to everybody. If you're playing Bottom of the Ninth, which was our second game, we would super appreciate it, especially if you're playing on Steam, if you could give us a rating or a review. Steam is a little bit of a barren wasteland with that right now, and we understand that, you know, it's actually much more popular on mobile, but if you're playing it on Steam, we would love it if we could get a rating or review, because there's really almost none. So we would super appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so... yes, as John was talking about in the chat, he is currently in Cyprus, going to Athens next. I'm in Cleveland, and we were noticing that it's actually pretty fun. Where he is right now, it's 17 Celsius, and where I am, it is also 17, but Fahrenheit.
Kelvin.
Yes, it feels like 17 Kelvin. Let me tell you, man. Wait for the train today. I don't know what the wind chill was, but it was definitely lower than 17. That's for sure. All right, so yeah, looking here on the screen, you can see the menu screen for our new game. I know that a bunch of you out there backed it onto Kickstarter, and there's probably a decent chance, at least a couple of you out there are beta backers, so you've probably seen this and played it. But given how much progress we've made in the last literally like 2 to 3 weeks. It went from being like a skeleton that had a functional engine and a couple of interesting graphics to something that actually feels like a very playable game. And so we wanted to show you sort of how it was coming along. Now, don't worry, we're still going to play Sentinels, but we thought we would at least show you how One Deck Dungeon is coming along. So for those of you who aren't familiar with One Deck Dungeon, it is basically a roguelike that is all put together in a deck of cards. And so what that means when you say that it's a roguelike is that it's sort of procedurally generated and a dungeon crawling adventure where like you sort of never know what's coming next, and it sort of is generated for you on the fly, and that is generated in this game by the shuffling of the deck. But there are 5 dungeons and bosses that you can take on.
And when you lose, you lose, and you have to start it over.
And then when you lose, you have to start over, right? So there's 5 heroes and 5 dungeons in the base game. I feel like we've shown that at least a little bit of the Dragon's Cave because of that was sort of the one that was in the prototype on the Kickstarter. So why don't we?
I don't know if we've actually shown actual gameplay.
That's true. I think we mostly just showed the prototype. Yeah, I still feel like we should show maybe something different. So we'll try out the Hydra's Reef, and why don't I'll let you pick the hero. Which hero should I show you?
How about the Archer? I like the Archer.
We're going to unleash.
I like the Archer and the Rogue because you always can use your heroic dice.
Yes. Yes.
They're costly, but they're and the Rogue is like always like you feel lucky.
Yes, totally. Yeah. If, as you see on the top left of the screen, you've got your stats here. The Archer starts with 2 strength, 3 agility, 2 magic, and 5 health. And the way that this game sort of works is the deck itself is what you see over here, the time. It's this whole, the whole deck is this hourglass. Whenever you spend time, you burn cards off of the deck. When you explore, you take cards off the deck to open up doors, or I should say to reveal doors. It costs time to do anything. And then you can open a door to sort of see what's in that room and then decide if you're going to fight it. So let's take a look at what this first door is here.
Cheesecake is not ever inside a scene. Cheesecake is always relevant. Send me some.
All right, so there are 2 different ways that you can sort of essentially do battle in this game. One is they're all called encounters, but one is with sort of like a monster or a beast or some kind of something that you have to take on, and the other is what's called a peril, which is sort of like a static thing that you have to either decipher, destroy, overcome, jump around, etc. So in this case, we got a rune puzzle, and the way that these particular perils work is a little different because you can choose how you want to go after them based on what your stats are. So since we have, let's see, and okay, so first of all, it shows you the potential loot that you're going to get if you defeat this. We could potentially get a new potion to reroll all our 1s and 2s. We could get another boost to our stats, which is this item here that gives us some more strength, or we can get 2 experience points. It's unlikely that we're going to do well in this one, given where we're at, but we have some heroic dice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter, and then you have the option to use your heroic feat. For the Archer, the heroic feat is to spend time in order to roll black dice, and black dice you can use for any colored box. We're going to choose Decipher here, which means we're going to be trying to use magic, and we're going to use our heroic feat here. We're going to spend some time to roll 2 black dice. And with these black dice, you have to throw away 1 of them. That's the way that the Archer's power works, for base power. I keep thinking about setting stuff. Per default skill. So I'm going to discard this, so I've got a 5, which is good, because that means I'll be able to blast away 1 of those 5s. And then we're going to roll... Oof, snake guys. Not great.
Good job.
Well, we can put this 5 here, and then what we're going to take our consequences, which you can see down here, is 1 heart and 3 time. And that's what's left here because we didn't cover it up with the dice that we needed to do. So we'll end this encounter. We'll take 1 heart of damage. We'll spend 3 time. And now we get to claim our loot. Do we want the XP? Do we want the item? Or do we want the potion? This early, I would probably take the XP to try and build towards level 2, where you get to roll a black heroic die for every round. I don't know what your strategy is.
I'd like to get items. Unless there's a skill that I want to use to combo the stuff.
Yeah, at level 1, you only get 1 item, though. So that's like, I usually like to wait and see if I can get an item that gives me a boost to both the stat and health. Well, that's not
yeah, like I can replace it later.
Yeah, you can replace it later, right? Yeah, exactly. And so like if you take an item now and then you hit the item limit, you can actually convert that item into XP. So, all right, so we got another rune puzzle. This time the loot is a little different. It's still 2 XP, but then we've got, you can trade 2 excuse me, 2 strength dice for a strength die and a heroic die, and then we've got an item which is a boost to agility here. I will enter again. I will choose Decipher again. I will Eagle Eye again to roll a couple of black dice. We got 2 3s, which may or may not be helpful. We'll discard one of those 3s, and then we'll roll these 2 magic dice and see what we get. Oh, dual 6s! That's what I like to see. So I'm going to put this on the 5, and I'm going to put this on the 6, and we have completely defeated this encounter. We will end the encounter. I will once again take the XP here. Almost there. So start turn. Time passes. Now at this point, we've got two empty slots, but then 2 doors. If we wanted to, we could explore again by clicking on the torches to reveal new doors. Because one of the other things you can do, and I'll show this here. another peril is you can actually flee if you don't want to take it on. So if I hit flee, you'll see that door stays there, and I can always go back and do it again if I want. But instead, I'm going to go take a look at this other door is. All right, here we go. So here's a combat encounter. So this is a skeleton, and so they first of all, this says this is undying. If any boxes are empty, spend 2 time. I think I am going to enter because I've got a decent amount of things that can cover this up, plus my heroics. So
Skeletons are weak. Take them out.
Yeah. So I went ahead and rolled 3 heroic dice. Oh, perfect. A 5, a 6, and a 1. So I'll definitely get rid of that 1. Now I'm going to roll 2 strength, 3 agility, and 2 magic. Oh, that's a bummer. All right, so I got 2 2s in the blue. And so this is one of the other things that we haven't covered yet. So anything that has a green shield on it is armor. You have to deal with that first. You have to get through the armor before you can do anything else. So I'm going to put this blue 2 on the 2. Then I'm going to use my black 5 to cover up the 4. Now I can go after the rest of these boxes, which I can cover a good chunk of them. So I can do this red 4 on the red 3. I can do red 5 on the red 5. I can cover the 6. And I can cover this 5, and we're going to have to take 3 time. 1 from this 3 being uncovered, and then 2 because we have an empty box. And unfortunately, I don't have the ability. I'll show this mechanic, even though it's not going to be helpful here. If I take any 2 dice of any 2 colors and I put them over here, I can get a heroic die equal to the lesser of the 2 of them, which can be really useful. Like, so if I needed to cover up that yellow 3, but I didn't have, and I had a blue 3 and a pink 3 or a red 3, I could trade those 2 and get a black 3 and cover it up. But in this case, there was a 2. So I'll end that encounter. We'll take the 1 time as a consequence. I don't think I want this potion. Yeah, but if I take this at XP, then I'm going to level up. So now, and we don't have the ability to do this yet in the game, I don't believe. But once you get to level 2, you can have up to 3 items. Is it 3 items or 4 items?
I don't remember, but yeah, that'll be in the game.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it. But so you get to have.
You can like right-click on the cards to see them now.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, look at that!
Like, yeah, the new thing that I'm working on.
Nice. Yeah. So once you get to level 2, you can have multiple items. So up to 3 or 4. But I don't remember off the top of my head. But then you can also get a heroic die in every roll that you do. So I don't want to go after that log. Oh, but I clicked on it anyway. So I guess we're going after the log. So we'll
it's log. It's heavy as wood.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll use the heroic feat to try and get something here that we can maybe take out of this log. We got an 8 and a 5. All right, so I got the 5. So now hopefully with my 2 yellow and my additional black die here. Ah, perfect. All right, so we'll do the 5 to cover that up, and the 6 to cover that up. And so we have taken on the spike log, and we have won! Oh, so yeah, so the skill we got here is increase up to 4 of your dice by 1 each, and the cost for it is a single strength dice. So the strength die.
Cleave is great if you have a strength item pay for it.
Yes, exactly. So now you'll notice that the time thing over in the corner here has gone away, the hourglass, and that's because we went all the way through the deck. Once you've gone all the way through the deck, it's time to descend to the next level of the dungeon. So we'll do that. On the tabletop, this would be shuffling the cards and getting ready to do it all over again. But you'll notice now that there's another thing we have to deal with. On the first level of the Hydra's Reef, we have sticky surrounding, where when you're in a peril encounter, you have this extra box over on here on the left. When you're in a combat encounter, you have these boxes over on the right. Now that we're on level 2, we not only have to deal with that, but we also have to deal with the next one, which is regeneration here, which is a pink and a yellow in combat and a 3 armor if you're in a peril. So we'll explore. We'll open up this door here and let's see what we find. And more perils. So this is the arrow wall. And I think...
Hit the piano there. Must have been playing a little louder.
Yeah, she's literally directly above me. So that's the music you get to listen to while we're playing this game.
There's some thunder happening here. Exciting.
I'm actually gonna flee from this one because I really want to get some more combat encounters to show you how that works. Here we go. So now we have a goblin, and one of the interesting things about the goblin, I actually kind of messed myself up here because the goblin here, this swarm, this big box that says 8, that actually says X, and X equals 4 per open door. So since I fled, I left a door open. So instead of this being an easy to deal with 4, it's actually now twice as difficult to deal with 8. So, but we're gonna enter it anyway because I'm showing you how this whole thing works. So I'm not gonna skip my heroic feat, but I am maximum. So I'm gonna burn a bunch of time to get 3 heroic die to see. 2 and a 6. So discard one of those 2s. 2 and a 6. And we got a die rendering over top of another one. Again, very much still a beta. All right, so we've got. I think that's what we'll do. So I'm gonna take this yellow 4 and this black 4 to cover up that 8. And then I'm gonna take this yellow 6 to cover up this 5 because that's a 2 heart damage right there. So we definitely want to cover that up. We can use a 4 to cover up this one here. Let's see, we got a 6. Oh, unless I want, nah, I don't think I want to burn that 4. Use those. So yeah, so I'll just put this 5 here, and it's a yellow, so I can't use the yellow. Yep. So if you see down here, this consequences, I'm going to take 3 hearts and 2 time damage. So I'm going to end that encounter. And so now you'll see that there are 4 hearts of damage on my archer. I can only take 5 before I get kicked out. Before I end the game, essentially. But luckily, I have 2 potions to use. I start the game with 1. I got a second one when I leveled up, so I'm going to use one of those potions to heal up some of that damage. And actually, you'll notice I healed 2 hearts there. I should have actually waited. I was so eager to show you guys how it works. If you use it at the beginning of your turn, you will heal 3 hearts of damage. But you can use it at any time to heal 2. So that was my mistake. I should not have done that. But alright, so I'm going to take this skill, actually, which is Dodge. Prevent 1 heart in a boss fight, prevent 2 hearts of damage. And then let's open another door and see what we got. Ooh, it's like a fire elemental here. So this is going to be a tricky one, but you'll notice that the item that you can gather here is both a magic die and an additional heart for 4 HP, and then change all of your dice to 4, which is really an interesting skill at the cost of an agility. I'm going to enter it because why not? We're just trying to show some things off here, and I'm definitely going to use my heroic feat because there's a lot more magic to cover than I have as regular in my pool, my dice pool. All right, I end up with a 2 and a 5. Roll this. Let's see what we get. All right, so what you'll notice about the fire elemental is that none of the boxes have green shields on them. So we don't have to, there's no constraints as to how we cover these things up. But you kind of want to look at which boxes you have in front of you and decide which ones are the most important. This 11 is 2 hearts of damage and a single time. And so if there's a way to cover that one up, that might be worth it, but then covering up 2 others that might do a single heart each and a single time each might be a better plan depending on how things are going. So since 11 is actually kind of a lot to try and get to. I have no 6s, so there's really no.
The nice thing about the big boxes, though, is you can use your 1s and 2s of them.
Yes, exactly. All right, so let's see. First things first. If I want to get to 11, that's going to be there's a lot of dice to get to 11. Otherwise, like I can do this 6 here, do this 4 here, 5 here.
Did you take cleave?
Oh, I did take cleave. That's right. Yes, because I only have 1 yellow box to cover up. So yeah, so I can take this yellow 3, drop it on cleave, and now I can pick 4 dice to increase the value of. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase this 2 to a 3 because I can cover up that 3 box very easily. I think I'll actually increase this 4 to a 5 so I can cover that up as well. So that would be 4, 7. If I increase this, that'll be 10. I don't actually need that, but if I do the 3, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to increase. All right, good. So now I can do this 6 here. I can do this 5 here. I can do 4, 7, 11 there, and 5 there. And I will still take 2. Oh, and then, sorry, and then. See me and hear me? Okay. Are we back? I think we're back. It might be lower quality. I had to turn down the bitrate. I think that might have been the issue. I was trying to push out a bitrate that my... I got a second of stream followed by an insulting guide. Go ahead. Yes. All right. So... Yes. I'm hearing myself again. All right. So, John, at least, I guess keep OBS sort of in the back pocket just in case we need to switch over to that. But it looks like we are where we need to be.
All right.
And actually, that's probably a good place to switch. So we will switch over back to Sentinels now that we've done that. Thank you, everybody, for taking a look at One Deck Dungeon. We were not going to win that against that boss, I don't think, because we hadn't gotten to it yet. But let's get Sentinels running, because that is something that I know everybody's interested in. So let's get that. And I'll switch that over in OBS. No, I'm not in OBS. I'm in Game Show. All right.
Let's see if Sentinels will survive.
Alright, so we'll double click that, switch that out, and choose. I choose you, Sentinels. Bloop. Boom. Alright. Let me know out there if you're hearing the Sentinels music. I believe you should be at this point. If I click this, maybe. Yes, I'm hearing Sentinels music. Okay, good.
Get a game set up.
All right, so we are in Sentinels. That's the game you came here to see. So I'm going to make a new game that John can join me in. And that game is the Freedom 5 787. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Thank you, Take Walker.
Game.
You don't see it? Freedom 5 787.
Set to private.
Oh, it might be, yeah. Let's try this again. All right, let's go in. It is set to private. There we go. All right, Justice Comics 337. Your streaming chat looks like it's not auto-updating. It sure looks that way. I don't actually know how I would fix that.
I see chat was cleared by a moderator. Handelabra Games used clear.
Oh, that's interesting. What the what?
It's our first time. Please bear with us.
I hit a button called Clear History in Game Show, and apparently that cleared it on Twitch, but even though it's not actually updating in this. Chat properties.
It was super effective, the chat points out.
Oh, I hope it didn't clear like all of history forever. That is a button that should have more warning on it if that's what it actually does. Changes to these settings will affect all shots containing these. All right, so what if I do height of 11.1? It's still not updating, it doesn't look like. All right, so we will turn that off then, because we don't need a bunch of chat that nobody's actually chatting in. All right, so let's play some Sentinels. What do you want to play, John?
We should pick our heroes and then let the chat pick the villain.
All right, I like that idea.
So pick heroes that you want or whatever.
All right, looks like I've got GI Bunker and Termi-Nation Absolute Zero. And I went ahead and turned the chat off in the live video because that's just it's not updating, and who knows what's going on with Game Show tonight.
Why don't we play in Time Cataclysm, and then we can start a vote.
All right. Yeah, so with this team and in the Time Cataclysm, who would you like us to see? First villain with 3 votes. All right, we have 1 for Ultimate Ennead. We have 1 for Progeny. 1 for Deadline. Another for Ennead.
There, looks like it's the Ennead.
It's the Ennead.
We're not playing Ultimate Ennead.
Yeah, we're not playing Ultimate Ennead. Although, I mean, I wouldn't be against playing Advanced Ennead. I actually really like playing Advanced Ennead because, like, you kind of know stuff are going to be coming out, but what do you think?
Advanced is fine.
All right, we'll play some Advanced Ennead. And basically what this just means is that at the top of the villain turn, another member of the Ennead comes out every turn, even if a card doesn't explicitly do that. All right, so I'm actually going to flip one switch so that I can hear the music from the game because I would like to hear the music. Nope, not there. All right, and that is live. That is good. So we will hit ready. Okay, so now that we are apparently streaming and we've shown you guys One Deck Dungeon, I can lean back and actually relax and play some Sentinels. All right, our power has seen millennia. You shall fall before the Ennead. And maybe just a soldier, but you're still going down. All right, Bunker opens with external combustion, a couple of maintenance units, and a turret mode. Prime Wardens, Fanatic, has got Absolution, Divine Focus, Prayer of Desperation, and Wrathful Retribution. Absolute Zero, Termi-Nation Variety, has got a Cryo Chamber, Focused Apertures, Isothermic Transducer, and Modular Realignment. And, Omnitron-U, very cool, has got Disruptive Flechettes, Reset, Self-Sabotage, and Slip Through Time.
So with Prime Wardens Fanatic, we can have Absolute Zero use his power twice in a round.
Nice.
So get ready.
My body is insufficiently ready. All right, so we got Set, we got Osiris, Shu, and Isis. Yeah, it's already up as the previous stream on Twitch because we were far enough away from in the break there.
Well,
right.
Not a bad start. They just discarded an Ankh, so Set didn't go off. But we do have to discard. Oh, I guess you're a bunker. You discard what you like.
No, I was going to do one of those, so that's fine. I guess that.
But I want all of these.
Yeah, so Take Walker says, I'll have to remember to check out the ODD stuff on YouTube when it goes up. There will be, we think, a dev stream tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern where John's going to be showing some of the dev of One Deck Dungeon. But then sometime, I think this week, on the Asmati Twitch channel, Chris from Asmati is probably going to be playing some more digital One Deck Dungeon to sort of show it off. So, follow our social media and potentially the Kickstarter. We'll post an update about it. We'll be sure to let everybody know if and when we're going to be streaming that stuff.
The Enneads don't have ongoing cards, but 2 damage to all of them is pretty good.
Yeah.
Worth keeping that card for. Who has the most cards in play? Who wants to take 2 infernal damage? Sure, Fanatic's happy to do that.
All right. All right. Shu is immune to melee and projectile, but nobody's reducing damage right now, right?
No.
Is it
and
too
I would
early?
focus on Set is the worst right now.
Yeah, so I was going to say, is it too early for me to external combustion? Should I wait for more of them to be out?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I've got the ability to heal, so I don't mind taking a little damage myself. And I don't think order is going to matter here. And I don't know that it matters, but I'll use my power anyway. Because I like being powerful.
You could use it on Absolute Zero if you want. If you get your cryo chamber out and you don't want to have the fire damage reduction.
Right, yeah, interesting.
Isis flip side is not too bad. So I'm going to hit her. So who wants to use a power? I guess Absolute Zero is probably not going to be doing anything on his turn, so I guess it's just going to be Fanatic. Because if Omnitron had a component, then I might choose Omnitron to play a card, but...
Right. Yeah, Lou Dolphin says, I finally got to listen to the Cosmic Contest episode. I'm now listening to the Cosmic Contest interlude because I'm still that far behind. I started listening to that today.
Cosmic Contest interlude happened after the Cosmic Contest episode.
Right. I listened to there was definitely an episode about some settings, and then I also listened to Karger Warfang, and now I'm in the interlude about the Cosmic Contest, and then I think I have two more big episodes. I think still have to do Skyscraper and at least one other one, I think. All right. What do I want to... I wonder if I might... Well, I guess the fire is probably useful. No, none of them are doing fire.
They have a lot of one-shots that do fire damage.
Yeah.
I'd recommend your isothermic transducer. And I don't know, like, it's probably not worth it to use your power right now. But
yeah, that's the thing. It's like if I knew there was going to be some fire coming in, it might be worth it. But yeah, I'm just going to skip for the moment. We'll save that for later. And I get another modular realignment. Yeah, next turn if I get my focused apertures out, I will probably use my power even if I don't know how to use it because I feel like that's a gamble that's worth it, at least for me.
There's Singularity. That is going to happen at some time. I guess if I'm just going to not use my power because I don't want to play one of these cards. So it's going to skip my power. Welcome to the letters page listing the Half Yeti. Don't worry about being behind. You will catch up because it's easy listening.
Indeed. And if you don't want to go in chronological order, if you go into the multiverse in the video game, I believe we linked to most of the episodes directly from each character's page who has one.
Yep. Surprise shopping trip is going to be annoying. And the good thing you didn't use Violent Shivers or you'd be dead from this card. Of course, this is hurting the Ennead as much as it is us, so...
Oh, shoo. Yes, but you should go in chronological order, says Benzer. Yes, that is... Yeah. There's lots of... it pays to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Set?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And now Set is going to play another card. Surprise shopping trip. Oof. Too bad we didn't have any damage reduction.
Set.
Well, that probably could have been worse.
So for those of you who diligently follow our Twitter, you probably saw that Handelabra Games officially broke ground on Digital Oblivion this afternoon. Well, actually, it was this afternoon for John. It was this morning for the rest of the North American-based people. But we actually had our very first design meeting to discuss how we are going to try and fit all of the Oblivion stuff onto not only one screen, like you're looking at right now, but how on Earth are we going to... Yeah, Digiblivion. How are we going to...
How about you talk about that on my turn?
Oh, fair enough. All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna punt. I'm gonna maintenance unit and heal.
Hey, we're killing them via surprise shopping trip.
Yep.
So.
Yes, Oblivion, it is coming. Yeah, and it's interesting when we were having our design meeting today. It actually was almost easier to decide how we're going to lay things out on phone than it was on Steam and iPad. And I know that seems ridiculous, but like we spent a good...
Because the phone is more constrained.
Yeah, we spent like a good 20 to 30 minutes talking about the various iPad and Steam screens. And when we got to phone, it was like, well, why don't we just put this here, and then we're done. And like, we actually took an extra 5 minutes to be like, it can't really be that easy, can it? And then it was like, I guess it kind of is. We're very excited about Oblivion here. There's a lot, and to be fair, like, I think John has played it, Jean-Marc has played it, I have seen it played, and I think David might have seen it played too, but...
David played it.
Yeah, David played it, but so, like, we haven't, nobody outside of the hallowed halls of Greater Than Games and, the people who are specifically the play testers have really played it to the extent that we've played anything else, so...
Vote.
What?
Vote. Thank you.
I was not at the vote yet.
I don't know where you were.
I was letting the game show me all the beautiful animations that we laboriously coded over the years.
And carry on with what you were saying then.
Since Oblivion himself will take a lot of programming in the heroes and environment, is it possible to release those earlier? No.
Nope.
Sorry, 17th Lord. It comes
Maybe
out...
you should ask Christopher and Adam if they would send you the hero and environment decks early. They would say the same thing.
Yeah, we did release Setback, Choke Point, and Temple of Julong in the preview pack. And so, yeah, Choke Point is the Mini Pack 4 villain that you've already been playing, despite the fact that Mini Pack 4 is still not coming out for a couple months. But, yeah, Oblivion is going to come out as one thing, just like it does. Mini Pack 4 will include Stuntman, Benchmark, the Choke Point, and the... Wait. Did I do this wrong? Stuntman, Benchmark, Choke Point, and the Celestial Tribunal, right? Then Void Guard is... Has anybody got damage reduction?
Nope.
Nope. All right, so I'm just going to heal. And then Mini Pack 5 is the Void Guard, which will come out after Mini Pack 4. And then Oblivion is everything else, and that will come out as like a big release. I mean, granted, it is a lot to come out at once, but Oblivion is huge. It's as big, and it retails for the same price as the basically the core game. So... All right. I don't think I have... Yeah, I just have... Well, it's equipment. I guess I could get that.
You'll have lots to play with the mini packs before Oblivion.
Yeah.
All right, so this is going to take out set for us. Nicely. I feel like if you want to use Violent Shivers, Fanatic can let...
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip it for now.
Like, you're gonna get murdered by a surprise shopping trip.
Yeah.
Or like, I guess Omnitron could not play any cards, but... Alright, let's try another reset. Gonna keep dealing damage to all the Ennead and ourselves.
Yeah, Jesse C says, I want Luminary. I'm always here for more Baron Blade. I'm very excited to play Luminary in the video game, for sure. Since I have
I can play a Blade of Coding, and now Omnitron is safe from the surprise shopping trip. I don't know what your guys' problem is. And 5 equipment cards in play, not ready yet. I'm going to skip my power again, because I don't have a card in my trash, and I don't want to play either of these cards. I keep getting reset. I actually don't want reset with this variant. Oh, great. Play the top card of the villain deck. Love it. Well, now we have damage reduction.
Death's Grasp.
Ugh. Man, destroy our equipments.
Who's your con? Is that like who's your con? Is that what that is? That like a pun?
That is a pun.
I get it.
It is in Indiana.
I figured as much because Bolnarap, that is of course a friend of the stream, friend of the pod, friend of the company, has helped us out at Gen Con a couple times, so I know that he is a Indiana native. JCC says, honestly, I'm just hyped to see all the lore goodies in the mission deck. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was looking through the mission deck today when we were discussing it, and there's some really fun stuff in there. There's honestly, there's really fun stuff in everything Oblivion. Like, we've gotten, you know, sort of the download of everything so that we can start working on it. And it's, like, I had seen some of it at cons, and, you know, you know, but I hadn't really, like, browsed through every card and looking through it all. Like, the art is fantastic. The concepts are really cool. The gameplay looks like it's going to be super fun. I've watched it played twice. I've never actually sat down and played the whole thing because I didn't have like the ability to say oh, for like an hour or two I'm going to sit down and be able to play. So I would like watch it in bits and pieces. But yeah, by all accounts, I think Oblivion is really going to feel like exactly what it's meant to be, which is this capping event on the whole multiverse scenario. And I think everyone's going to love it a lot. Whether you play it digitally or physically, I think it will be wonderful. There's my null point calibration unit.
All right, let's see if we can survive now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I still don't really have enough to do, so I'm just going to heavy plating. And who's our next most important?
Osiris.
Osiris.
Or no, I guess it's a tomb, but a tomb is like at full health, so I would say taking out Osiris. I mean, taking out Nuit would be important, but Osiris is a little easier
to
target right now. And I actually can't afford to use my power, so I'm going to skip that. Oh, I did want to destroy an environment card. Oh well. You do have a cryo chamber in your trash.
Yeah, I know. I've have both of my things out and a cryo chamber. Yeah,
That could be what keeps Absolute Zero alive.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, with that focused apertures, that's solid. Yeah, I really want to use my power. I love this power. If you can make it work, it can be so awesome. But yeah, if you use it at the wrong time, it's basically just signing your death warrant. So.
Why do I keep just getting reset? Well, that's the most useful plating against this villain, and I have a power I can use without forcing me to play a card that I don't want to play, so.
Yeah, but Louis says also interested in playing an alien team of Skyscraper, Tempest, and I guess Lifeline is what I meant to say there. Ooh,
Yay, play the top card of the villain deck. Luckily, didn't do anything. Barely.
The grave beckons. Can we add this to the intro? All right. I think we're really back and really not completely screwed up now. Sorry, no, Lou Dolphin, we're not adding that to the intro. Mainly just because I have absolutely no idea how that happened or how to reproduce it.
Are we back?
We are back, and they're saying it looks normal now. So.
All right.
They might have to watch another ad, but.
I'm going to try to kill the bad guys then.
By all means. Yeah, Tachyon mode. That's exactly what it looked like, Menzer. Good call.
Oh, I have 2 elemental exo chassis because of fixed point.
Your exo chassis is double elemental.
And Ancient Magics couldn't destroy anything, so they deal us a bunch of damage. Fanatic's at minus now because of Divine Sacrifice. At least Absolute Zero will be able to do an unbounded amount of damage.
Yep.
Which is exciting to one of the bad guys. So we can pick which one we want to insta-kill.
Yeah, Takewalker says time for the biggest Wrathful Retribution ever. Does that actually work? If she's below 0, does it keep adding?
Yes, but I don't have enough cards to discard.
Ah.
This is up to you.
I don't want to destroy recharge mode. Alright, so I get another flat cannon and a maintenance unit. And another recharge mode. So I have 3 charge mode.
So I would destroy consecrate. I would destroy main computer room, but I can't because it's indestructible. I guess I can put Embolden on someone who might be able to use it. And so yeah, I guess actually, yeah, Absolute Zero could do both Frostbound Drain and Cryo Chamber to take out 2 of the Ennead.
Yeah, I was just trying to do that math. So like if I Frostbound Drain as my card play, then I use my main power, then I use Cryo Chamber.
Yeah, your main power just speeds it up. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, if I give this to Absolute Zero, then you can get rid of 2 of them. Actually, I can let you use a power with this, so you can use Cryo Chamber twice because you can't destroy it.
Oh yeah. Well, is it going to be more to use that twice, or should I use my base power twice?
I have the Aegis. So if someone hits me again, then the Aegis will restore me to 10 hit points. It's amazing. Yeah, so use the Cryo Chamber.
Is that more than if I use my base power now?
Why would you use your base power now? Use the Cryo Chamber.
So that I can use it again. If I use my base power now, it'll boost both things from Frostbound Drain. And because that's going to be my card play. And then I can use it again and then use Cryo Chamber, which will then be double boosted by my base power.
Sure, go ahead.
Right? I mean, those mechanics are all correct. It may or may not be more or less damage. I'm just saying, like, I think it might be more.
Yeah, it'll add more to the Frostbound Drain, so go ahead. 17th Lord doesn't want.
17th Lord thinks that's a huge mistake. We'll see.
Why don't you play onboard module installation?
Why don't I play onboard module installation? That is a good question.
You can't actually do an infinite loop with 17th Lord because we don't have imbued fire. You need imbued fire for the loop.
All right, so this I can do.
You may as well hit Nuit to like max damage.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So Newt for 6.
Newt, yeah.
Hit myself for that. And I can do 9 here.
And then with the final Cryo Chamber one, you can just like heal yourself back so you don't die.
Am I newting or am I Osirising here?
I'd go for Newt.
Yeah, all right.
Why didn't you use your Violent Shivers first?
Oh, God. Getting all turned around. All right, so yes, you're right. Sorry about that. All right, so
I guess there's no real point to like healing yourself because your Violent Shivers are probably going to end up with you getting killed.
Yeah, I mean, one is going to continue to be active. So if I deal myself this damage here, the healing... Wow. The healing would bring me back up to... Let me do the math here. And by that, I mean look at it. It's going to be 12...
Like plus 10. So it would be 23 heals, so you'd be up to... Oh, but you're at minus 15, so you'd be up to 8. You'd probably still die.
Yeah, I'd probably still die. All right, so let's go after...
I mean, you could just destroy...
Osiris?
Yeah. I think is probably... Not, I mean, and of course, not destroy, but... Of course I do want to deal you
Why
damage.
Why not? Might as well. Yes, Absolute Zero chose to go out in a freeze of glory, as it were.
Oh yeah, I should use Rocket Punch to hit Fanatic for 1. Thanks for the reminder, Take Walker.
This game is weird.
Oh, but I can't use the first. I have to use the first part of Rocket Punch because of Undaunted. The 1 damage won't work.
Hmm.
Yep. So Aegis of Resurrection goes back to 10, and it's indestructible, so I get to keep it. It's pretty awesome.
Nice. Yes, that's awesome.
Thanks, Take Walker. I keep drawing Disruptive Sheds.
Yeah, it's like a card that like you absolutely love to have under most circumstances, but not in this game.
I mean, it's fine in this game. I just want more to do with Omnitron-U stuff. So here, Rift in Time can only destroy a fixed point, so I guess it may as well. Goodbye, Absolute Zero. What I really want is a Defensive Blast, now that I have double plate. I guess the 2 same platings, so that doesn't really help, but it's exciting. Double platings. Because it's like, I'm at -4 for all these damage types. I don't care. Actually, none of our heroes care about this.
Fast forwarding and fast forwarding.
Sure, the order might matter here, but whatever.
This becomes even weirder when you realize that Christopher and Adam have said that every game is canon in some alternate reality. That's right, it is the multiverse.
Two infernal damage. Bunker can take that for 0. The Filter Spy went after the Ennead. Oh, and reduce all damage by 1. Unfortunately, Absolute Zero did not survive. Oh man, destroy equipment cards. Well, I definitely don't need both Exo Chassis, really, so we can get rid of one of them. It'd be nice if I had my power active, but I don't. I guess you could get your heavy plating back with decommissioned hardware, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And we can lose the Rocket Punch. I can deal. I want to keep the Aegis, though. Oh, a Tomb has like his damage boost. It's annoying. Oh, I destroyed the passing Tumbleweed. But I can't do any damage with it because of the -1. The Filter Spy is targeting them. The Mutated Specimen is targeting them. Filter Spy is probably going to do more damage, so... Stop healing. Yeah, we have to kill Nuit here so we can then focus down a tomb. They're going to be like at full soon.
All right, let me see here.
Actually, I'll be able to Wrathful Retribution finally and one-shot Nuit, so...
Yeah, the question is, do I want to get my heavy plating back out of the trash, or do I want to start dealing damage right now? It's probably smarter to get my heavy plating back.
Yeah, I think turtling, having someone at high hit points is helpful.
Yeah.
And you can put that on like a tomb or someone, I guess. Actually, I guess, yeah, a tomb.
Okay.
Probably makes sense. Though I'm going to kill Nuit anyways, but...
See ya, Nui.
Haka Crush, achievement unlocked. And I don't want to use my power. Oh, Holy Nova.
Alright, play a card, destroy an ongoing, or reduce all non-cold damage by 1.
You could play recharge mode.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like this plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. Because I do have 2 of them.
Unfortunately, you didn't pick up like an Omni Cannon, which would be nice to have with your recharge. All right, I will continue playing Set of the Flechettes and not destroy our ongoing cards. Oh yeah, landing Throne Room is decreasing the damage. That's annoying. All right, so I'm gonna, but we can easily get rid of Atlantean Throne Room if we want by not destroying cards. I'm definitely gonna destroy the main computer room. And start damaging a tomb more. Hey, my first chance to get a a component card has appeared. Should I want one? Tendrils of Madness is going to increase their damage. So maybe we can destroy that. Unless you, I guess, playing the top card of the environment deck can be random, but usually not good. Any preference to destroying Rift in Time or the Tendrils?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? I'd probably do Rift in Time, but...
Sure. So if nobody draws a card, we get rid of this. Do we want to get rid of it? That's the question.
Well, I mean, if we're planning on doing focus damage, we do have Bunker to get
You just wait for
it.
Bunker to get Omni Cannon and for Fanatic to get Wrathful Retributions. So, sure, let's just hide.
All right.
And Fanatic and Omnitron both have opportunities to do irreducible damage too, so. The problem is they heal a lot, so.
Yeah.
It's going to take time.
All right, so Elemental Storm.
That will do nothing. And we'll be playing random cards, so who knows what will happen.
Yes.
Except Bunker.
Oh, my mode. Bunker a la mode.
Yeah, they do have that plus damage. I think they might win the race.
Martyr.
It will reduce all HP recovery. That will slow them down.
Aha.
Slows us down too. Oh, and destroy all environment cards. Well, okay. This is gonna kill us. I think Bunker might live. Oh, and Fanatic will because of Aegis. I don't think this really matters. Oh yeah, Fanatic will survive and Bunker will survive, but not Omnitron. Your cork opening.
I am cork opening.
Exactly when Omnitron flipped.
Yeah, I've got my Scotch of the Month club this month is called Old Particular. It's a Speyside single cask, single malt Scotch. Distilled.
All right, we're still alive. Everything's fine.
It's all fine. This is fine.
Hey, do you have an Omni Cannon in your trash?
I'll have to check.
I can move it. Oh, I could move it to your hand if so with Omnitron, but I don't think so.
I do not. All right, so do I want to destroy my recharge mode?
I feel like you have to get Omni Cannon.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's going to work. And then when you do get it, you can destroy recharge mode and play it, and then Absolute Zero or Omnitron can let you play another recharge mode.
Yeah, like I wish I could kill this recharge mode, play maintenance unit, and then go back into recharge mode, and but like I don't think it's
you can,
work.
But you won't be able to use.
I won't be able to use
maintenance mode anyway, so there's no point in that.
Yeah, I want to have my cake and eat it too, is what I'm saying.
You just can't have cake.
Oh, I went AFK, so it did the thing because I was too busy looking at my cards.
And you still didn't draw what you wanted.
Nope.
Oh, and they're almost all back to full hit points.
Did you say they're almost back to full H points?
Hit points.
That sounded like you said H points, like you were trying to say HP and hit points, and you just combined them. Maybe it was just a quirk of Skype.
Well, I could deal myself damage because of Aegis of Resurrection to do Sacrosanct Martyr damage. But I don't know if that's worth it because the other hero can't use a power, so I mean I can use my own power and deal more damage. I'm just gonna skip it. Yeah, it was just another Sacrosanct Martyr anyway. I like that. Reduce all non-cold damage by 1.
All right.
You're still AFK, so.
I know. I was trying to double click on something so I could be not AFK anymore. If only I had that stupid Omni Cannon in my trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Fanatic. Fanatic's probably gonna die.
Having only H points would suck a little bit. Like ultra mode, like not even like ultimate mode, but like ultra mode. All your heroes start with HP.
Fanatic lives.
Death's Grasp. And thank you, Aegis. This is not going well. Alright, so that's 0. She's down to 8.
And they're mostly at maximum.
Hey, here's a question. Since everybody in the chat right now is sort of probably super fans, more or less. If Sentinels were to come to a console, which console would you want it to be? Feel free to answer in the chat. We're doing some research. There'll probably be some more focused research coming in the coming weeks, but we're looking at the idea of bringing Sentinels to console, and we're curious, you know, what you guys might think.
You still don't have an Omni Cannon.
Nope.
Oh, I guess I could embolden myself.
Is GameCube a legit answer?
There's actually no reason why I would do that, but yeah. Let me rewind for no reason. There's no reason for me to play that.
All right.
But I am going to use my power. End of days. Awesome. Luckily,
if only that
Mars
had
Peg
any
will
effect
destroy
on
it first,
Okay.
so we're safe. I can hit a tomb for 1 damage that he's going to heal on his turn, so there's no use for that. I just wanted to do something.
Apple Watch for your new con-themed assistant, yeah.
I think you can keep reducing non-cold damage, and hopefully Bunker will survive.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Yeah, Switch is definitely one of the ones that we're looking at a lot, because I think Sentinels would actually be a really good match for the audience that's into Switch.
I'm going to just let you get more cards into your hand, so when you do get the Omni Cannon, you can shoot them.
I'm beginning to feel like you guys aren't going to pull this one out, as I'm assuming what Cytosine was saying.
Destroy End of Days.
We're trying, Cytosine. Cytosine, I swear.
Oh, great, main computer room. That's helpful. Destroy all of Fanatic's things. She's not long for the world. And ammo drop as well.
Switchinals of the Multiverse, yeah.
GameCube.
Sentinels for the Atari 2600. Switchinals of the Multiverse. Good night, sweet Fanatic.
But Bunker is like, whatever, I have -3. Do your worst. They're very... I don't know if they have any cards that will damage him, actually. So I do have the cards that will destroy his stuff. That's the danger.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, does Fanatic have a healing ability? No. That's the trouble, like we don't have a way to heal Bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could destroy, if you want to get a couple of hit points, you could destroy recharge mode, play your maintenance unit and use it. Fanatic can let you use it again. So you can get 4 hit points. That's probably worth it. And then one of the other characters can let you play recharge mode again.
All right. Turret mode.
I mean, you could play a different card now, but I think probably having the -1 damage is the most useful thing. So
Yeah.
because Omnitron can let you play. And now, I don't know if this has happened, I can go AFK and you can choose the incapabilities because you're the only hero left. I mean, basically, at this point, it's like you just have to get the Omni Cannon out and kill them one at a time very slowly. But with the risk of them destroying your stuff.
Yeah, let's see how long we last.
Oh, they did 1 point of damage to...
Oh, no. Healing, 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 healing. No, 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 and no.
Eventually you will draw Omni Cannon. Yay! And Gatling Gun.
All right. I mean, the earliest I can do anything with Omni Cannon is next turn, right? Because I can't play as long as my recharge mode is out.
Yeah.
So I'll just draw another card.
I mean, you could destroy it with Episode 0 if you want, but...
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but it would remove the protection when I can't actually do anything.
And the Mars Cake is going to destroy it anyways for you, so...
Ah. One hero destroys one of the equipment cards. If they do, they deal 1 target 2 lightning and 2 fire damage. When player moves an equipment card from the trash to their hand, one player may play a card. So I guess I should move something from the trash to my hand.
Yeah.
Assuming I have something I can move. Yes, I do. Okay. Oh, I guess I only had one?
Yeah, you just said the one.
Yep. I don't know that we have ever given up on a game on Sentinels Live, and I don't believe we're going to start now.
Accurate.
So for those of you who are wanting us to just end the suffering, guess again. I mean, I don't know that it matters.
Hey, you'll get to play a card from set here.
Yeah, and how silly are you all going to feel when we win this game, huh?
I bet it's going to be Omni Cannon, Black Cannon. Oh, great, main computer room. And it's destroyed.
One damage. One damage.
Yeah, you might want to like put it the Omni Cannon now and just use maintenance unit every turn, because you don't have another recharge mode anymore. Because like pinging them for flat cannon is not really useful because they just heal it back.
Right.
Just like keep using maintenance.
Yeah,
units.
keep healing. That's what I'm thinking.
You could probably go into turret mode and like use 2 maintenance units eventually. Oh,
Yep,
I went
reducing that
non-AFK because I voted.
Vote early, vote often, John.
Yeah, you could play a maintenance unit
Yeah,
here.
play a second maintenance unit is exactly what I'm thinking.
You could have 3 maintenance units.
Why is it not? Oh, is it waiting for you to vote?
Oh, because it's me.
Yep. All right.
I'm just too interactive.
LD and ALD have both given up on games. For shame. Oh, it was a stalemate. Okay, fair enough.
That can happen.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna have to destroy like your maintenance units. I guess you could destroy the Omni Cannon.
Well, I can definitely destroy the flat cannon.
Yeah.
And I guess one of the maintenance units.
The environment deck is getting reshuffled all the time, so that's the problem. Yeah, I mean, I would... You have another maintenance unit in your hand.
Yeah.
So you could destroy it. That's annoying, though.
Oh my god. Enough with the healing. Alright, Elemental Storm.
I don't know if they can have a stalemate against the Ennead because they can destroy your things.
Yeah, so Jesse C says, I sometimes give up on games when I'm clearly going to lose, but I don't feel like a slog would be fun. There are definitely scenarios where that is the case, but I feel like there have definitely been multiple occasions on Sentinels Live where it felt like that was the case, and we've come back around and made the win. And I think that that is the key about what is so much fun about Sentinels in a lot of ways, is that, oh, nice, look at that. Sometimes it seems like you're going to lose, but you're actually not. If you just play it right and keep going, you'll do it. And I think that, honestly, is one of the most cool thematic elements of Sentinels in the Multiverse, which is that sometimes you don't think you can win, but you're able to if you just pull it out. And that is what's so fun about just sticking with it and playing every game to its end.
Hey, surprise shopping trip would help, except Absolute Zero's blocking it.
Yes, well... Down to 2 HP.
Now you can finally start charging up your Omni Cannon. I would like not shoot it until you can one-shot one of them. I guess maintenance unit.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Or the power source maybe, I guess, but maintenance units when you can go into turret mode and then use 2 maintenance units on your turn. Back up to 6. Yeah, I think you still want that reduction.
That reduction seems like the best choice still.
And for Omnitron's one, I would suggest like just continuing to play equipment cards in case they destroy your equipment. Like play as many equipment cards as you can to buffer. I guess you could just play more maintenance units if you get them, but Ox Power Source will let you potentially use additional powers too, so that's handy.
Yeah, at Lemidrum says, the simplest stalemate that I'm aware of is Visionary's telekinetic cocoon against someone without ongoing destruction. That sounds like the simplest, yes.
See, here go your equipment cards again.
And I have to destroy 3.
Yep.
So, yep. I guess auxiliary power source. And
you actually you could get rid of heavy plating because I think you have enough minuses.
Okay.
And you have another heavy plating in your hand. Well, I guess you did take 1 damage. Sorry. Maybe we're going to lose now. You just played another Ox Power Source. Oh no.
Yes, I do. Do that. Am I gonna? Yeah, I don't have 2 to use.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And we still need
get back in your plating.
Destruction. Yeah, let's get the plating back out. And let's heal.
Charging up that Omni Cannon very slowly.
If we're still doing this at 11 o'clock, or what, 4 a.m. for you, that's not going to be great.
It's 4 a.m. in 5 minutes.
Oh, it's already 4 a.m.? Oh, my God. John is doing what he can for the cause, man. 4 a.m. in Cyprus.
At least I don't have to do much.
If he falls asleep, then we're going to be in real trouble, because it's going to be just me trying to figure out how to make this all work.
Tank Walker points out 3 more rounds, and he can kill Shu. And Shu is one of the big healers, so that was handy. Yeah, you can play another equipment. Yeah, keep this around. It's helpful.
Definitely. Filter spy. What is this? Deal each target 4 melee damage to destroy all hero ongoing cards. That doesn't seem great.
You don't have any ongoing cards right now. It's hurting them more than it's hurting Munger.
All right.
Ugh. Destroying more things. As long as it's not destroying the Omni Cannon.
Alright, so we'll kill this. And this.
You do have a decommissioned hardware, so you can get your maintenance unit back. Yeah, I would have kept heavy plating, but...
Welcome to Shenanigans of the Multiverse, where John attempts to play in his sleep, Jeremy reads some cards, and the chat loses their minds. Yep. Yeah, that might have been the mistake right there. That's going to end it all, but, well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, because you would have taken 0 damage this turn, but now you've taken like 3 already.
I think I screwed that up.
Yep, you're going to die.
There's the throne room and the filter spy.
You're going to die, but you wouldn't have died.
Oh, well, that's all right.
It was pretty unlikely that we would win that game, but it was possible.
And it was near impossible that we would win it in any sort of timeline that would
it would have been like another hour, I think.
Yeah, exactly, because I would have to slowly recharge that Omni Cannon and then
it would have been a little quicker because they would have like stopped doing as much, but
yeah, they would have stopped healing if I got rid of Shu and stuff, so. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Thanks for checking out the beginning of the stream where we played some one-deck dungeon. Thank you for sticking with us while the technical difficulties meant that the streaming wasn't working. And thank you for helping us with that long slug at the end there. That is going to do it for another episode of Sentinels Live. Sentinels of the Multiverse is, of course, the only cooperative comic book card game that you should be playing. Thank you for joining us. We do this every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you do enjoy the show, please like, share, follow, and subscribe. Excuse me. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, as well as Steam, and always in good old analog cardboard and ink. And you can find more info and download the free demo at sentinelsdigital.com. I'm Jeremy.
I am John.
Saying goodnight from the Multiverse. Is there more?
Jean-Marc has posted a link to a listening party that has music that he worked on. So check that out.
Yeah, check that out. What's the name of the game?
Super Slime Arena.
Right. Yeah, so feel free to check that out. He put a link there in the chat, so please do go check that out. Obviously, I'm sure most of you are very familiar with what Jean-Marc does, and he doesn't just do it for us. So go take a look at some of the other music that he's worked on. The last one, I think, was Laser Riders. There might have been more since then, but I think Laser Riders was the last listening party that he did. But he's doing another one for his new game, Super Slime Arena. Go check that out. We love Jean-Marc and everything that he does. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. We will see you next week.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah.
The stream is Chipmunky. Maybe we just have to talk in really slow, deep voices to compensate.
Yeah, when you say Chipmunky, Leo, what does that mean exactly? I know that there's a little bit of a hitch in the video, I think. So there might be some little jumpiness in the video, and you can't see us because, again, as I was just mentioning, I'm streaming from home, but that also means I'm streaming from my laptop, and so I don't want it to have to do more things than it absolutely has to in order to actually show you guys what it is that we are trying to do this evening.